Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, so lease duration. So what is this lease duration when you see in a server? So I given a by default 8 days is a lease duration in a wired network. Okay, default is a 6 days lease duration in a wireless, means Wi-Fi type, Wi-Fi only, wireless network. Okay, now here I given a 8 minutes only. Okay, I given 8 minutes, so I don't want to go with 8 minutes. Better one is um, what is this first lease duration? Lease duration means, so you got an IP address. Okay, so obtained IP address at for example morning 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. obtained. Now, okay, simple. I will give you the server thing. So you are already in a server, right? So here this is a server. Alt control insert and admin @123. Okay. So this is a server list. Okay. So what server is doing? So you see client IP name expiry like that, right? So what server is doing? What server is doing? It is making a list. Making a list. It is doing like C1. For example, 101. Just for example, 101. IP address 1.1.1. Just for example. And C2. It making a list 1.102. Okay. Hmm. C3 1.103. So 103. Oh, I'm typing 104. Okay, this is okay. Leave it. Okay. I'm getting an IP address. I means client. Client got an IP address like a C1 got this one, C2 this one. So my server is noting down. So what IP address so far I given to the clients. So far I given to the clients. So far I given to the clients. So how I give first come first serve base only. For example, C1 is started. I given 101. C2 is started. I given 102. C3 is started. I given 104. C3 C4 is started first and then C3 started. Then it is I given like this. Okay, whatever it is. Client got an IP address and server note down the IP address in a server side. This is the server side. Server side it note down the IP address, what IP and which client. Now what happened once I given to the client, so I register, right? Now for example I have 4 IP address only. I have 4 IP addresses only. Think like that. Okay. Now what happened? One client is gone. Client gone. Okay. The client is gone. This client is disconnected from the network. Disconnected from the network. But still in my server I have this list on. Okay. For example, there is a vacant rooms are there. Okay, the vacant rooms are there. Okay, this is a room and one room. Okay, vacant rooms are there. We are in apartments again. This kind of stuff, right? So I will tell the story based on that only. Uh, I will take another paint. May I open another paint or not? Yeah, here it is. Okay, so here look at this one carefully. This is a room and this is another room. Okay, room number 1, room number 2, room number 3. Okay, room number 4, room number 5, like that. I have a vacant I have a rooms, not vacant. I have a rooms. Okay. Just for example, I am trying. Now, I thought like this room is given to someone. This room is given to someone. For example, this is a Sawmill room, and this is a Salman room, and this is Nikhil. And who are the boys are there? Okay, Nikhil. No, we have all are girls only main. Okay, we'll mix otherwise. Aditya is there. Dushyant is there. Why? Yeah, this is Aditya room, and this is Dushyant room. Okay, who is another one? So I given name like a Sawmill, Sanket, Nikhil. Okay, Salman. Okay, so for example, rooms are there. Okay, now if my owner is the house owner writing. The first room is belongs to Sawmill. Second room is belongs to what I've written here, Saket. Third room is belongs to Nikhil. Fourth room is belongs to Aditya. Fifth room is belongs to Dushyant. Okay, and sixth room is belongs to Salman. Right? There's so many S are there here. Okay, now think like that. Think this one. If someone is came. So again, I have to see the list. Okay, someone is came. For example, I am came and I ask for the. I want a room. I have a six rooms. I have the owner has a six rooms, and I came and ask. I want a room. He will check the list. Which room is free? Which room is free? No one. No one is free. He said no one is free, so I can't give you a room. Right? So very simple. No room is free. All six rooms are filled as per my list. As per the list. As per the list, no room is free. So he won't give us. So it's everything is filled. But after few days, what happened? Nikhil vacated. Nikhil vacated the room. Nikhil vacated the room. But I didn't update my list because I note down. I posted it. If you see any apartments, they put a paint. Okay, because this is allocated to this person, this is allocated to this person. Owner list will be there, right? So like that. So Nikhil is vacated. Nikhil is not there. Think like Nikhil is not there. Okay, Nikhil is vacated. So room is free. The room is free. But as per my list, the room is given to Nikhil. Again, I came. Again, I came. I want a room. I want a room because one room is free, right? I am asking. I want a room. Then Warner check the list. Warner again check the list. This room, no room is free. No room is free, and no room is available. No room is available. Yeah, room is free, right? But he said no room is free. What is the problem? He didn't check. He didn't check the room is occupied, not occupied. Room is occupied or not occupied. He didn't check it and he didn't update it. He didn't check it. He didn't update it. So he said all six rooms are allocated to six members. No room is free. If in case this checklist is dynamic, it means a lease duration. Okay. So the owner giving everyone is a 1 week time only. Every 1 week he will verify. Every 1 week he will verify. So normally 1 month, but I take less time. Okay. 1 week. Every 1 week verify. Are you staying? Yes. Are you staying? Yes. Nikhil is there earlier, right? So Nikhil, are you stayed? Yes. The person is there? Yes. The person is there? Yes. Person is there? Yes. No, good, very good. So everybody is there. And the next week. And the next week. So where is this eraser? Nikhil is vacated. So we concentrate on Nikhil only today. Okay. Still he vacate his one room. Okay. Nikhil is vacated. Next week. Means week completed. Then Warner came. Again, he verified. Sanket is there or not. So okay, and this person Okay, Salman is there or not? Next, Aditya is there or not? Nikhil is there or not? Right? So third room is given to Nikhil. Nikhil is there or not? No, he is not there. It means the room is free. Room is free. Okay, and wait, and he will check others also, and everyone is stayed. Okay, 1 week extension for everyone. For everyone, 1 week extension. And for this person, vacated, no extension. Okay, no extension. It is free now. Okay, this room is free. Okay, if new devices came up, means I came again. I'm a new person now. Again, I am searching for a room. Not now actually. I'm searching for not room actually, house. Okay. Personal experience are examples for everything. Okay, ask Warner. So again you will check it. Okay, this room is free, room number 3 is free, you go and occupy, take it, take the room number 3. How it is possible? Because of you have a particular duration to verify whether this person is there or not. Okay, so that is called a lease duration. That is called a lease duration. Maybe if you have a parents or anybody, you know, government issue a one thing, don't give pension, and old pensioners are there, they will get a pension, but they have to submit a life certificate. It means they should say we are alive. They have to send a life certificate to the office, so then the through government they will get a pension. If they fail to give a life certificate, so they don't receive a pension, because on time if you don't submit, they consider you are dead. Okay, that is a life certificate. What is a life certificate is given, right? So, or maybe renewal, passport renewal, or maybe bus pass renewal, train pass renewal. Why it is renewal? What way we call is a renewal? Because we have to say like I'm continue your service. Otherwise, they will discontinue your service. Again, you will get a new ID card. If you want again, you will get a new ID card. So this is about your lease duration. Now we'll see the timelines. Okay, we see the timelines. Okay, for example, 4 hours is my lease duration. Just I change my lease duration to 4 hours. In 4 hours. Okay. Um, I will put a notepad here. So if you are understand, it is understandable. No, otherwise no. 4 hours lease duration. 4 hours lease duration. So what is a 4 hours duration? For example, morning 10 o'clock. You got a IP address. Okay, you got IP address at 10 o'clock. I remove 10 a.m. I use a 24 hours format. It is quite easy. Other use a 10 a.m. Okay, no problem. I got IP address. I got IP address. This is obtained. Okay, so I will put a this one next. And how long it will work? 4 hours means 14:00. It means 2 p.m. Up to 2 p.m. This lease duration is there. So what you will do before 2 p.m. Before 2 p.m. you should you should renew it. You should renew it. But you don't renew on yourself, right? What you will do? You will do automatically. System means client side only. I am saying it is a client side only. Okay. Client got an IP at 10 a.m. and it will expire at 2 p.m. So at 50%, at 50% of time duration, it start renew process. Okay, renew process start at 50% of lease duration. 50% of lease duration. So what is the time? 50% means 2 hours. Means 12 p.m. start the renew process. At 12 p.m. only, renew process will be started. So whenever it is started renew process at 12 p.m. again, it send a request. So what is the renew process? Here I will write here. Renew process means I don't use what is the DORA? Discover, offer, request, acknowledgement, right? I have to discover the server and I want to take the offer from server, right? But why should I discover? Because I don't have an IP address. That is earlier stage. Now you have IP address DORA at 10 a.m. But now it's not DORA. Discover is already done because at time I know server IP address because I when I got IP from server, I know server IP address, so I no need to discover. Already have a IP address, so I don't need a offer. Okay, so only is request. I request for a IP to continue and extend my lease duration and waiting for a acknowledgement with a lease duration. What I'm doing is in a renew process, I send a request. I send a request. Please renew my IP address and I wait for acknowledgement. So server will give us an acknowledgement. Okay, give a acknowledgement to us. So what is the acknowledgement contains? Extension of reservation and IP details. Any update in IP also configuration also it will update. So that is a renew process. The renew process will start usually at 50% of your lease duration. 50% of lease duration usually from client only. This is from client. Okay, so client will do this thing. Okay, now server is done, right? Okay, so this information once you send a new process, you send a request, you receive an acknowledgement in a server. Again it will update the time. Okay, again it will update the time and you will get an update. Again 12 p.m. is obtain time now. So after renew at a 12 p.m. means now we start the clock from 12 p.m. plus 4 hours. So 12 p.m. for plus 4 hours means 16. No, no, sorry, sorry. 4 p.m. This is the expiry. Earlier expiry is this one. This is the expiry. I put a expi. Expiry time is earlier is 2 p.m. and lease renew process started 12 p.m. The new expiry time is 4 p.m. Okay, now okay, 4 p.m. is expiry time. Very good. This is the new time, right? So as per this, again 50%. Okay, now we'll remove this one. Now what is the expiry time? 4 p.m. right? So what is the expiry time now? 4 p.m. What is the time? 12 p.m. So we have to take 50% time. Again it is nothing but your 2 o'clock. 2 p.m. again renew process will start. Got it? So your every 50% of time the renew will be changed. It will the renew will occurs. The expiry time will be changed automatically. How long it will how long it will do it? For example, okay. So every 50% it will. For example, maybe renew at 2 p.m. right? So it will renew at 2 p.m. and next time is 6 p.m. Next time is 6 p.m. right? So started at 2 p.m. again renew. So it is expiry is 6 p.m. Okay, no all. So this is a expiry now gone. This is a renew time. Again, 4 o'clock is a renew time. Okay, so look at like what I'm doing. So we can't put a notes on this one. That's why I typing everything. Okay, we can't put it because the numbers will change. Again, 50%. It's a renew time. It's a renew time at 4. Okay, 6 p.m. is expiry. Renew time is 4 p.m. Okay, but you at 3:50, for example, at 3:50 p.m. you disconnected. Client is disconnected. Client is disconnected at 3:50, just before. Okay, just before renew period start, I disconnected it. So no renew process. There is no renew process at 50%. Don't worry. Your expiry time is 6 p.m. only. Your expiry time is fixed 6 p.m. only. Before 6 p.m. you should renew. You fail to renew at 50%, no problem. But try to before this one. So that's why given it is 85.5. So take it is 87.5 actually percentage of time. Again renew process. There is a two times of renew process will run. One at 50%. If you fail to renew at 50% of lease duration, next renew process will start at 87.5%. It's near to the expiry. Near to the expiry, right? Still you are not connected, then expiry 6 o'clock your IP address will expire. It means it meaning is expire means at server at server, it remove it remove IP address and client name from lease list. Okay, remove IP address and client name from the lease list is in a lease address list. Address release from address release actually address release list is there no, from that one. Okay, it will remove that one. Okay, again you came at 6:30. Okay, now you came at 6:30 p.m. Then what will happen? Dora process will start because you are automatically you are not in that list. So obviously again you have to do Dora process, and what are the available address is there that time, it will give you. Mostly it will give you same IP address. Mostly it will give you same IP address, or it will give you different IP address. In some places you may observe in a large network, today you got a 104, tomorrow you will get a 108, next day you got a 100. It's a different IP you will get it. Okay, so that is a lease duration. Another one is a reservation. Okay, what is the reservation? There is a reservation tab. You can see. So much of time. So this is a reservation tab. If you want to read it this from here, also you can see a reservation. Ensure that DHCP client is always assigned a same address. As I said in a lease duration. Okay, as I said in a lease duration, what I said, today you got a one IP address, tomorrow you will get a different IP address. Possibility like for my client I am getting same IP because I start my PC at 9 o'clock. Okay, I stop my laptop at almost like after 12 o'clock. After 12 o'clock I have a desktop also, but I forget to shut down usually. When I am going to sleep, then only I will shut down. So I don't give much time for expiry part also. Yeah, I have to check it my router how much time it is given. I think it is 8 hours or 16 hours it is there. Something I have to check it. Okay, usually some are having 1 day, some are having 8 hours also. We can change it to 8 hours. Okay, so mostly morning to night I'm using. So and mostly my router also save the MAC addresses. So I'm getting almost always same IP. So usually not a difference. Okay. So what is a reservation? So reservation means today you got a, for example, you got a today 104. You got 103 tomorrow and 150 next, and then you got 100. We got 102 again. So what is happening to your PC and server because of first come first serve? So your lease duration is less. It means it remove the PC. Morning to evening, PCs are working. Night we shut down all the PCs. Means disconnected. So renew process is not there. In server, the data is expiring. On the server, the data is expiring. Next day, who started a PC first, they will get an IP address. They will get an IP address. So that's they will get a first IP address in the sequence. That's why. For example, some people, some for example, my boss or maybe a server or maybe a printer, for example, a printer want to get always same IP address, always same IP address. So there is a PC or a device. Okay, a device always want to get a always get a same IP address. That is called a reservation. We can reserve with that one. So that's why we are using a MAC address for that one, MAC binding. Because when you send a request, any packet, so discover offer request, okay. So whenever you are sending a request to the client, so it will verify your MAC address, right? So any communication it involves with a MAC address. Whenever it is check your MAC address and it bind your MAC address to your PC. For example, C1 is my PC name. Sorry, C1 is my MAC address and PC name, for example. Okay, so my PC name is PCC1. C1 is my MAC address, and I reserved an IP address is 1.1.1. Okay, so I will get always 101 only because when I receive a request from the client, I'll verify its MAC address. I will give it. I will show you how to do the reservation also. One more is there, that is APIPA. I don't know how to cover this. APIPA is important one. So it is a very simple reservation. Right click, new reservation, and reservation name, what IP address you want to give, what MAC address of the client you have to give. That's it. Guys, simple. I want to tell what is the so anyway it will cover one point, right? Okay, go to the client first, login. Okay, okay. Here, right click in a network adapter. Right click status. This is the client PC details. This is the MAC address. Okay, this is the MAC address. How to note down the MAC address? I'm noting down the MAC address. How to verify check the MAC address? Okay, so we can use the command like a get MAC. Another one is ipconfig slash all. Okay, there you can find a physical address, MAC address. Another one is, okay, one is get MAC. Another is ipconfig space slash all. Another one is, okay, ncpa.gpl. Then go to adapter, right click, right, okay, status, right click, status, details. There you will get a MAC address. So this is my MAC address 00-0C 29 05 89 22. So accept C, everything is good. Okay, caps are small, that is not a big deal. Okay, so this is my MAC address. Can you see my client MAC address? This is my MAC address. I note down the my MAC address. Okay, now I'm closing this one. See, my IP address is 106. My IP address is 106, and earlier it's showing expiry is a different one. Now expiry is a different now because it's a renewing. It keep renew every 2 minutes. It will I given 8 minutes, right? So it will renew every 4 minutes. Okay. Now I'm going to reservation. Okay. Right click reservation. Reservation. New reservation. Reservation name is a Win C1. Any name you can give it, no problem. I'm giving a 120. Any address you can give, either it is inside of your scope, outside of your scope, or exception. You created accepted, right? So like that. So I created exception. I will give exception. Now where is this? Where is it? I don't know whether it is will copy or not. It is copied. How it is copied? See, this is my VMware, and this is a notepad in my physical machine. This is in my physical machine. That is a virtual machine. It is got copied because of VMware tools. VMware tools. It is copied. Okay. Add. Close. Now this is the reservation. Okay. This is the reservation. I'm going to address release. For same PC, there is a two reservations are there. If you see the symbol, this is a clock, means it has a expiry. Reserved IP address don't have a expiry. Reserved don't have expiry, but it is inactive. Why it is inactive? Till the client is not get the IP address. It will wait till next renew. It wait till the next renew. If time's up, then next renew will come up and will do it. I don't want to wait that much time. Either you should disable it, enable it, or go to CMD. I type CMD already. Command prompt ipconfig slash release. It remove the current IP address configuration. Understand? ipconfig release. It release the current IP address. It remove the IP address. Then you have to put ipconfig slash renew. It try to renew the IP address. Again, DORA process is started and it send a request. It will get IP address. If you don't get it, that's a problem. If you got it, it's okay, completed. I got IP address. My IP address is this one 172.16.0.123. This is my IP address. Now I got as per my thing. Okay, again IP config if you want to check it. So I got IP address. IP config all. So in IP config all, you will get so many things. Host name, primary DNS prefix if you have. Okay. Your description, your adapter name, physical address, dhcp enabled or not, uh, IP address, IPv6 address, of course, your lease obtain and lease duration. See again, obtain changed 04 and 12, 8 minutes difference. DHCP DNS address also you are getting this one, DHCP DNS also. Okay, of course, here we have to check it, right? You can check from here also details like this. See, I got an IP address 123 because I given 123 in reservation, so I got 123 from there. See, this is a 123, but not updated here. Still, it is showing inactive. Just refresh. Now it is gone. The old one is gone. The new one is there. Reserved one. Active means the client is on. Inactive, client is not there. That's it. This is reserved. Client is not using that one. Okay. So this is a reservation. How many people are alive or dead? I don't know. Okay. So this is about your reservation. Okay, guys. I'm stopping. I'm not stopping. I'm